In the movies, sharks are portrayed as fearsome, bloodthirsty predators. But the truth is, every year, only around 72 shark attacks are reported worldwide, and just a fraction of those are fatal. Out of more than 480 species of sharks, only 3 are considered to carry out unprovoked attacks on humans: the great white shark, tiger shark, and bull shark. These statistics don't seem daunting, but the horrifying story we are about to share will surely change that. It will give even the most adventurous among you second thoughts about going into shark-infested waters. The fatal encounter that took place in 1985 is still considered one of the most brutal and horrifying shark attacks in recorded history. Port Lincoln Peak Bay. This terrifying attack took place near Peak Bay, a beautiful coastal town located in South Australia. It is home to an impressive number of attractions and experiences, which is why many people gravitate towards it. Our story begins at Wiseman's Beach near Port Lincoln Peak Bay on the Eyre Peninsula. With its tranquil landscape, sheer cliffs, and pockets of secluded, pristine sand beaches, it is known for its seafood and fishing industry. Port Lincoln is actually known as the seafood capital of Australia. For the adventurous amongst you, there are plenty of sea lions, puppies of the sea, who are gentle and curious by nature and love to interact with people. Wiseman's Beach, which is just north of Port Lincoln, is a secluded area similar to a lagoon. It offers those seeking peace and quiet a perfect place to have a laid-back vacation. It is also one of the prime fishing spots in the world, with plenty of salmon, herring, snook, and squid available all year round. To add to its charm, the coastal regions are filled with many iconic Australian species like koalas, gray kangaroos, and wombats, to the blue-tongue lizards, shinglebacks, and geckos on land. There is plenty to offer birdwatchers with Port Lincoln parakeet, hooded dotterel, and emus aplenty. The marine life at Wiseman's Beach is home to sea lions and fur seals, along with some of the most dangerous aquatic animals on the planet, including the world's most venomous creature, the sea wasp or box jellyfish, and the apex predator of the ocean, the great white shark. For the really brave who want to see a great white shark glide towards you in all its glory, these waters are the only place in Australia that offer you the chance to meet these majestic beasts from the safety of a cage dive. In fact, these waters have been confirmed to house one of the largest populations of these beautiful and ancient predators. Even though these creatures are dangerous, the fact remains that more humans are killed by mosquitoes than by sharks every year. And out of the 333 attacks on humans carried out by the great whites, only 52 have been fatal. When this shark attack took place, there hadn't been a shark attack for 9 years when in 1974, a great white claimed the life of 26-year-old Terry Manuel, who was diving for abalone about 10 miles from Streaky Bay in South Australia. The shark bit his leg off and badly injured his right arm and his back. The great white who killed Manuel was caught and killed the next day, and its jaw was kept as a trophy by one of the hunters. Shirley Durdin. Shirley Ann Durdin and her husband Barry, along with their 4 children, had moved to the coastal area from the rural town of Carcoo, which was about an hour's drive inland. They decided to relocate their family because of Barry's severe allergies to farm life. The family had long dreamed of moving near the beach and enjoying the serenity of the area. On March 3, 1985, their dream move turned into a nightmare. Shirley and Barry, along with their 4 kids and a family friend named Keith Coventry, had decided to spend the day at the beach. The adults decided they would go snorkeling for some scallops, since the area had an abundance of them near the coast. After making sure the kids were settled at the beach and making sandcastles, Shirley and Barry informed them they would be diving nearby and told them not to go into the water alone. The children, who were already too engrossed in their games, replied with nods of the head. They were, of course, unaware of the horrors that were about to unfold. Barry and Keith headed to shore after gathering scallops and waited for Shirley, who had decided to stay back and gather some more scallops before joining them. The 2 men talked and joked with the kids on the beach while Shirley swam in the calm and clear waters of Peak Bay. Little did she know that she was being watched from the depths of the waters nearby. The serenity of her surroundings, along with the happy noises of her family, had lulled her into a false sense of security. After collecting a great amount of scallops, Shirley decided it was finally time to head back to the shore and enjoy the spoils of her work. She turned around and started to head toward her family, but by then it was too late. The shark. A 20-foot great white shark, one of the ocean's deadliest predators, had spotted Shirley with its black, unnerving gaze. The hungry shark had honed in on its prey, and with its acute sense of hearing and sensitivity to low-frequency sounds such as those made by wounded prey, and its sense of smell, which has the ability to detect a drop of blood in 100 liters of water, Shirley had no chance of escape, even though she was only 150 yards away from the shoreline. There are two kinds of shark attacks. Provoked attacks occur when humans initiate contact with the shark by touching it, hooking it, or capturing it in fish nets. These actions can aggravate the sharks and make them aggressive. Incidents that occur in aquariums or research facilities are also known as provoked attacks. Unprovoked attacks occur in a shark's natural habitat with no human provocation toward the shark. In 2022, there were 57 unprovoked shark bites across the world, with the great white being responsible for the most unprovoked attacks on humans. And this shark was hurling towards its victim quite unprovoked. The attack. The cunning great white shark, with its 300 sharp and triangular teeth, continued to propel towards Shirley at 60 kilometers per hour. In water that was only 7 feet deep, the shark emerged and attacked Shirley. The first hit was a powerful and gory strike, with the shark tearing Shirley in half. The once tranquil waters had turned into a scene of horror and chaos in a matter of seconds. The shark had bitten Shirley's head from her torso in front of her hysterical children and husband, who could only watch the horror unfold. Her distraught husband had to be held down by onlookers as he shouted, "She's gone! She's gone!" from the shore, while the shark chewed on the flesh of his soulmate and the once pristine blue waters turned red. Fishermen nearby acted quickly, but by the time they reached the site of the attack, all that was left of Shirley Durdin was her bloodied, headless torso. And in a moment of sheer cruelty, the ruthless great white shark returned in front of her traumatized family, and rescuers took the torso as well. Despite days of concerted effort by the rescuers to retrieve even a piece of Shirley's body so her family could find some closure, there was no sign of her body near the vicinity of the attack, and the search eventually had to be called off, leaving Barry and the children with nothing but the memories they had managed to make in the short time she had been alive. One can only hope that the family was somehow able to move past the horrifying attack they witnessed that day. It was the first time in Australian shark attack history that a victim was known to have been devoured by a shark. Usually, they left their victims' bodies after killing them. This attack served as a reminder that the ocean is an unrelenting and capricious place capable of changing lives in an instant.